Right, now we move on to the main card fights. It's going to be a great night. Obviously, Michael Conlon back in action. And we've got some exciting fights.
Yeah, I believe so. I think Sean McCollum and Zoe Galzeran is a fantastic fight for the double European title. An undefeated Slovakian coming to win. Sean has a big test on his hands, and you know the building of Sean McCollum through the start of his pro career had a massive halt against Gavin Gwynn. But when I sat down with Sean after that fight, I'd seen something in his eye that I didn't see before. He realised how hard the game was and what he had to put into it to succeed. So he'd said to me that day, he's now Sean McCollum 2.0, and this is the chance for him to prove it. He'll be asked a lot of questions on the night, and the fight being made for a title, his first or second opportunity for a title is his first in his home city. His first in front of a crowd, because when he lost it was during lockdown. There was a lot of factors into that loss, and he has a lot of wrongs to right on Saturday night, a lot of pressure on his shoulders also, but I think he thrives under it. And Paddy McCrory is another man who thrives under pressure. I believe truly that this guy could be a star next year in Irish boxing. He has ridden the crest of a wave since his days fighting here in the Devonish on ticket deals to now being IBO World Champion. He's a gentleman, a dream to work with, a headache sometimes, but he's a fantastic fighter, and he carries power in both hands, destruction in both hands. People don't realise that. Floating between two weights now, and he's fighting an undefeated fighter on Saturday in a keep busy, as they say, but he wanted to be active, and that's something you have to love about a fighter. Before a big world title defence in St Paddy's Day next year is the plan. Michael and Kareem, I think, is a fascinating fight, a very intriguing fight because of where they are in their careers. Both guys were in fight of the years in the summer, both came off losses in fight of the years in the summer and rebuilt it in their own fights in August. So they're both dreaming for world titles. Someone's dream will end on Saturday night, and that's what makes this very exciting. It creates a lot of pressure around the fight, a lot of hype around the fight because of what is on the line. It's not a world title fight on the line, not just a 10-round fight on the line. This is a career on the line for both guys, because I do believe it's very hard to come back from a loss here for either man. So it's fascinating. The styles are a great clash, because I've seen how Kareem handled Jordan Gill in the last fight in his shoot box style. He has a good adjustment to that style with his speed, and Michael then has to deal with another come forward fighter with fast hands. So very intriguing fight. Kareem's been here, done it before, 5-time European champion, but this is different. This is Belfast, and I believe it'll be special on Saturday.
Well, we'll hear from the fighters. We'll start with Sean McComb. This is an exciting fight, tough fight. How good is it that you're fighting for a title on Saturday night?
Yeah, it's been long overdue, I believe. As Damien mentioned, had a bit of a setback with Gavin Gwynn, and there was a lot of factors in that. A lot of things taken into consideration. There was lockdown, there was a lot going on, and now I've just completely put that behind me. I'm with a new coach in Pete Taylor, new stable, and finally I know now exactly what my style of boxing is, and this is the most consistently I've been doing that in my career as a professional, and there's no perfect time now than the time now to have a title fight.
And it's a tough fight. He's had just as many knockouts on his record as you've had fights. He's undefeated. What do you feel you bring that his previous opponents haven't in order to get the win?
This is new territory completely for Osadan. He's come to Belfast firstly, where the atmosphere is unbelievable. Even me boxing and the experience I have on the undercard and way down the undercard, the atmosphere is still unbelievable. And that's going to be new territory for him. Also new territory for myself, but I'll thrive on it. I'll thrive on the crew, or I'll thrive on the atmosphere and the support that I receive from the Belfast crew. And then when we're talking boxing, he's never been in the ring with a 6-foot southpaw who can box, who can fight, who can box middle distance, and I believe I'm a universal fighter, so it's new territory completely for him.
What does winning this fight and winning this title do for your career? You know, Jamie mentioned this is sort of 2.0 version. What will this title do for your career?
It'll make me recognised within a governing body in the WBO. Right now, I know I belong in the top tier of boxing in the elite level with them fighters. The better the opponent, the better I'll be. I've good boxing IQ, and I believe that a good win here puts me in the top 15, and then my name will be recognised within them rankings. And then from there, I'm open to open massive doors for massive fights.
What's your prediction for how the fight goes on Saturday night?
I believe I'm going to send Osadan back to Slovakia with a cauliflower arse.
Well, best of luck, Sean.
Cheers, thank you.
Right. Right, we're going to move to Poddy McCrory, the new IBO World Champion. Poddy, have you got used to that yet?
Yeah, listen, it was a great time in Germany and I won the title. I was expecting to win the title. And it's just another day. I didn't call up the all the fuss of it.
And you're out again on Saturday, you're wanting to stay active. Is that the plan? You still feel like you're learning in your career, even though you are now an IBO World Champion?
Yeah, so I'm only pro 5 years. I've only had 15 fights, so it's another fight, it's another chance, a camp, to learn, and I'm 34, but I feel like I'm still learning, and I'm getting better each fight. So again, it's another fight, it's another chance to get better.
And the fact that you're back fighting in Belfast, and you're going to have the sort of home comforts again.
Yeah, listen, this is the next 4th or 5th fight in Belfast, and I think it went on from the first show. I think I've like boxing every one, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a pleasure to fight on those cards. The atmosphere is always great, and I think my fan base is building off the back of it.
The talk of your defence next in the new year, you're being linked to a lot of different names, Lyndon Arthur being one. Is that the type of fight that you're wanting for your defence in the new year? A big sort of step up fight?
Yeah, so there's loads of options at super middleweight as well, so I think we need to sit down and speak and see what's best for me. But to be mentioned was like big names, and there's even bigger names than that. It's perfect for a massive show on St. Paddy's Day. It'll be a co-main event. Again, like with Mick, it's going to be very, very special.
So is that when we're going to see next St. Paddy's weekend?
No, I hope so, yeah.
Perfect, well best of luck
Thank you.
on Saturday night. Right, now we move to the main event, and Kareem Murphy is 5-time European champion. He's used to coming to the backyard of fights as being the away fighter. What did you make of this fight when it got offered to you against Michael Conlan?
Moi, je suis un boxeur d'expérience et je suis content de boxer Michael samedi. C'était l'honneur pour moi dans un grand show comme celui de samedi. Et je vais essayer de tout faire pour gagner comme j'ai toujours fait et on va voir ce qui se passera ce jour-là.
So he's saying that he's very happy to be here and thanks for having him, and that he has always been fighting and he will be winning again. So he has always been fighting.
What does a win over Conlan do for your career at this stage?
Pour ma carrière, je ne sais pas, tout est une histoire d'opportunité. On verra ce qui va se passer samedi. On verra après ça. Je ne mets pas les pions après le combat, il faut d'abord voir le combat et après on verra.
After this Saturday, regarding his career, it's also about opportunities. So after this Saturday, he will see.
Right, move over to Michael Conlan and his trainer Adam Booth. Michael, this fight, is a tough fight. We all know what Karim has achieved in his career. What made you want this particular fight now?
Watching Karim this year against Jordan Bill, I thought he was very impressive, and I thought he would be a point for December. And once he put to me, James says, "What do you think of this guy?" I says, "Yeah, no problem. It was a good fight. He's a tough guy. I've watched him throughout his career. First time I remember seeing him was when he KO'd Ryan Farad a load of years ago. So I've known of him. I know his strengths, his weaknesses, and I'm fully prepared to face him on Saturday."
Adam, preparing Mick for this fight, you know, as I say, says it's a tough fight, but what have you seen in sort of comeback since the summer and his preparations for this fight?
There's been a constant improvement in Mick for the last 2.5 years, and since his world title fight and since his fight against his last time out, there's been progression again, and he's not finished evolving as a fighter and improving the game. And what he needs is capable, experienced competition that comes with desire. Now, Karim Worthy, I've known for a long time because at one point he was potentially an opponent for Ryan Burnett at bantamweight. So I've watched Karim Worthy for a long time. And against Jordan Gill, he was absolutely dominant until he just got a bit foolishly complacent and lost with one shot. So we know that Karim brings the test that is going to bring out the elements in Mick that we know are world class.
Mick, do you see this fight as a potential banana skin? You and Jamie have both spoke about the next fight you're wanting a world title fight. This is a tough fight. Is this a potential banana skin for you?
Always. This in every single fight now is a potential banana skin. Every fight, anybody facing me wants to come to win, and Karim is no different. He's going to come to win. A loss for me, no matter who it is against now, is bad. So I need to just keep winning, and especially if I'm going to be fighting for world titles again. I need to keep guys out of take Karim their feet. It's what I'm expected to do, what I need to do, and I believe I will do.
And this fight, you believe, sets you up perfectly for a world title fight early 2023?
Yeah, March, St Patrick's Day, Belfast, New York, wherever it's going to be. We look to be fighting for a world title in March, but I'm not overlooking Karim Garfi by any means, because if I don't beat him, all of that is gone.
Karim, how do you see the fight going on Saturday night?
Ce que je veux faire, c'est déranger Michael. Je veux le faire sortir de sa zone de confort et aller dans un combat dur.
Yes, he will fight really hard this Saturday. He's going to get out of his comfort zone, and he'll make it really, really a big fight.
What's your prediction for the outcome of the fight? Do you see it going the distance?
Prédiction, j'aime pas prédire les choses, mais en tout cas, ça va être un dur combat.
He's saying that he doesn't like predictions, but he knows it's going to be a very, very difficult one for others.
Mick, same question to you. How do you see the fight going and a prediction for the outcome?
I believe I'll put a dominant performance on Saturday night. I believe I'll knock Karim Garfi out.
Okay, and any final words for each other?
No, good luck. Bonne chance.
Good luck.
Right, before we finish, we're going to let the main event fighters face off in front of the stage.